Welcome to Burning Yin Yang. I'm Axel, and this is Indie Tuesday. This week, we're going to be looking at Sword Legacy Omen. And without further ado, let's jump into the details. Sword Legacy Omen was released on August 13th, 2018, and it was developed by Firecast Studio and Fableware Narrative Design. It is published by Team 17, and the reception seems to be mostly positive so far. At a minimum, your system must have a 64-bit processor and operating system, must be at least Windows 7 64-bit, your processor must be either an Intel i5-760 or an AMD Ryzen 5. You must have at least 4GB of RAM, and for the graphics card, they recommend an NVIDIA GTX 650 or an AMD Radeon HD 6850. And it needs to have at least 2GB of storage available for the installation in the game. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to take a look, so let's dive directly into the game that is Sword Legacy Omen. Alright, we're in the game, let's just jump right into a new one. And I am playing with the mouse and keyboard.
Many are the chivalrous tales of Arthur, Uther, and Excalibur. Yet such heroic feats hide the secrets of the true legend. Long ago, before Arthur's golden age, I witnessed the tragedy of Desire's corruption. We were then a broken Britannia, void of hope. It took place on that fateful day, while Uther, Knight Commander of Mercia, trained his squire and page. Unheralded, Merlin, the cryptic sorcerer, arrived with urgent matters to discuss. The old man told of a grave vision. A time of chaos and despair was imminent. Yet before he could impart more, a deafening blast shook the citadel. Black-clad soldiers swarmed in with the aid of traitorous nobles and ravaged all in their way. The invaders stormed the throne room and forced Princess Igraine to watch. Her father, Lord Leof, was murdered right before her eyes. When Uther and Merlin arrived, it was too late. Naught but a bloody mess confronted them. The death of his lord seared the knight's soul, but Merlin urged a distraught Uther down the dungeon stairs with but a single ray of hope. Igraine may yet live, and thus our tale begins.
I love the art. Alright, Act 1, Chapter 1, Failed Vows. Basically, just kind of what we just heard it looks like. Caught off guard, invasion was merciless. Alongside Merlin, the Knight Commander desperately charged down the dungeon stairs. And there's some tips down here. I like that. Let's see what we have to offer. Okay. Okay, so it's not voice acted. So it can't be. Leof is dead and Igraine. It can, and it is. To secure the princess, we must formulate a strategy. To hell with that bloody calm, your pointless meeting brought this doom upon us. I too was tricked, Prince Slayer. They never mentioned anything about Uther being a Prince Slayer, so that is kind of interesting. Now he's talking like Deadpool. Gotta save Igraine. You know, if your name has all of the letters to migraine in it, but the M, that might make you more of a headache than a fun person. So we're trying to escape this bloody nightmare. So it's kind of some recap in case you just didn't sit through all of that exposition dump earlier. While not in combat, you are free to move and explore, investigate the area with the selected hero, and the party automatically follows. Find loot and collect lore by clicking on the interaction icons. Okay, so it looks like it's a clicking thing. WASD just moves the camera, and the arrow keys do the same. Okay, you can change your hero by clicking on him. They make Warcraft grunts. That's always sexy. Oh, that's kind of cool. Just gonna take a quick look at the user interface. There's a lore thing on him. Party inventory stats. Pretty standard for an RPG. Okay, well let's... Oh, that's just what we were talking about. Close log, interaction, dialogue, and combat. Okay, that's fair. I'm gonna minimize that for right now. And let's see what we can find. Okay. You found lore. I'm not gonna read this, just to not take up too much time, but I will scroll through it, so if you guys wanted to pause it, you can read it there. So there's all that. And then we'll keep going. Okay, so it looks like everything I can interact with will let me know I can interact with it. And the right mouse button or drag the inventory to collect individual items, or take all to collect everything. So I can drag it with the left, or... Okay. Let's grab this. I really like this style so far. This is it's a very beautiful game. Let's see how the combat gets to when we actually get into combat. Grab all this. I'll just take all of it. I'll inspect it here in a second. Hat of Whiz. There's a joke in there. Bloody clasp won't budge without a key, and I'm no lockpicker. So I'm guessing we have to find a key, or lockpicks, maybe. Probably the same thing with this, right? I like consistency. What's the mouse wheel do? Mouse wheel can zoom in and out, and we got a... I don't know if that's going to be an encounter or not, so let's go into here first. I can't see! I'm guessing there's nothing in here if I can't see. Alright, what do we got going on here? Oh, cutscene. Thank the gods! Dwayne! Okay. Or is it Duan? I'm gonna start calling him Duan. You're alive, thanks the gods as well, but where's Britta? It's in my fridge. Isn't that my water filter? She left to defend the East Corridor and locked us here, sire. It appears we're trapped in here, Prince Slayer. I mean, you could just go up the stairs and unbarricade that door. Put your damn sorcery to use and get us out of here. Okay. Looks like you're in deep shit, but I could help if... So it looks like we're just gonna get some more exposition. But I love the dialogue here. Silence my sweet Fanny. You can rot in that cell, thief. Duan, hand me the spare. There is no spare key. It was on Leof. Or Egrain has it. Enough theatrics, Gwen. A fate far worse than death awaits, and your humorous quips won't save us. Oh. You're a lady. You're a lady thief. Would you kindly open your cell door? We're getting some Bioshock vibes up in here. Okay, so I'm controlling Gwen, the devious thief now. And click on that. We'll meet. Merlin's just being Merlin. He's always been kind of a cryptic asshole. I'm going to stay in control of her just because I know that I have to unlock a few more things. And let's see if we can find ourselves in a combat situation here. Because so far, I'm really digging this. And it's only not, I haven't even been playing for 10 minutes yet. That's really good. And I already feel like I'm hooked. Even monks got a price on their heads. Oh, well. What is this, the Dark Ages? I mean, I thought so. Let's take the gold. Hold up. Huh. So your gold takes up a slot of your inventory. It doesn't just go to its own pool. I'm not a fan of that. I think your currency should be tied to a different inventory system than your inventory system. I don't think it should burden you. But I guess it does make sense now that I think about it, but... What's this? Amethyst. Oh, cool. So we're getting into some crystals. I'll grab that in case I need some healing vibes. For the will of Wessex, kill all who stand in our way. Well, dude, you're looking at a railing, and there's nobody standing in your way. And he's talking like Deadpool again. Okay, here we go. Combat. Combat is turn-based and relies on action points. Okay, you may freely switch between heroes, move or use skills during your turn, provided you have enough AP. The left mouse button selects a skill, and right mouse button returns to movement. To end your turn, click on the hourglass. Strategic positioning, always pay attention to the direction and placement of characters on the battlefield. To avoid back attacks, use the right mouse button click. Direction selected here would face. Okay. That's interesting. I never really consider the direction I'm facing in these kind of games, so that's a cool element. Willpower is a hero's morale. Spend it to gain +2 attack, +2 defense, and +2 action points once per turn. Willpower points are regained resting and defeating enemies. Characters who run out of willpower may panic. Okay. And if I'm reading that correctly, it looks like the willpower is measured by the bar below your health bar. Overwatch. There's a joke in there too, but I'm not going to make it. With Overwatch, the hero ends their turn setting an Overwatch area to face. Oh, I'm sorry. The hero ends their turn setting an Overwatch area to face. The remaining AP is saved for the enemy turn. When an enemy enters the Overwatch area, the hero immediately spends 3 AP and deals 1 opportunity attack. Okay. So I'm controlling Gwen right now, so let's stick with her. It looks like I've got 10 AP, 3 willpower. So we'll go... Okay. That'll cost 4 AP to get to her. What does her thing do? It's a melee attack and a dash. This is a lot like Dungeons and Dragons. And I'm gonna go stabby stab. You. Whoa. I like that. Let's go to... He's not gonna really make it. So let's try this willpower thing. Oh, so that just... Okay. So that little arrow that I thought was indicating my willpower bar actually just means I've activated willpower. So we're gonna get to here. And he has no... I can't really do anything else. What do we got here? You don't have a... I'm surprised that he doesn't have a ranged attack, unless that's what this is. Instantly appear anywhere in range. Okay, well let's do this. I fart red smoke. And I still have enough AP to get to here. And attack. You. Skill... Oh, hold up. I want to use this. Taste the butt of my staff while they taste the butt of my red ass. That's gross. Okay. So I can't move the camera right now just by kind of going to the edge of the screen. That's fine. Let's go... Wait, do you have a range attack? Thrust. It's not really ranged, but... Let's see how far up I can get. Not very far, I guess. Alright, and that's that, so I gotta end my turn. And he's gonna do some stuff. Nice, Gwen. Well, that's still not bad. Okay, well let's get Uther in there. I want to see kind of what he can do. Ah, it sucks. Let's do this. Let's move Gwen right here. So moving diagonal only takes 1 AP. That's good to know. And slashy slash. Wow, he's still standing. Okay, let's do Merlin. Just hit him with the butt some more. Come on, man. Just, come on. I'm gonna show you kids how we did it back in my day. We didn't know how to block. So I'm gonna move out of the way. So that he can get up here. Just because I kind of want to see what they all can do. He's gonna use his lunge. That wasn't a lunge, it was more of a slash Duan. But you know, whatever, man. It's cool. What'd you give us? Some mysterious brew. Because that doesn't sound shady at all. Alright, Uther. Let's see where this door goes really quick. Well, that's just nasty. Sire! Oh, it's the filter! They took Lady Migraine. I failed you. But how's my water? It is I who failed my vows, but there's still hope. And we won't make it. There is no time. Please, we must save Lady Igraine. Ooh. You're gonna make her travel when she's just bleeding out? Alright, that's kind of cool, I guess. So I can't do anything. There's no interaction. Oh, I lied. Okay. And let's see if there's anything else in this room. I'm not seeing my little thing pop up. So let's go in here. Well, that's just disturbing. Nothing in here. Oh, this is gonna suck. I don't want to see this. Cannot be skipped, too. He's gonna force me to watch this. I pledge to uphold justice and never recoil before my enemy. You know it's not good when the knights and squires are reciting their vows. That means they're trying to not focus on whatever the hell is going on. Against all evil. What happened? Wait. Why are you apologizing now? Tell Gwen to consider my words. Is this Britta talking right now? Yeah. Kinda wish I could see this, though. And now they're banging at the door. Well, okay. Let's see what we can get here. Okay, so there's a checkpoint. Once activated, you may reload a checkpoint at any time during that quest. Outside quest, the game saves automatically. So let's do that. Alright, and you know what? I think I've seen enough. We're a little over the 15-minute mark that I normally do for these Indie Tuesdays, so let's swing back to the other screen and I'll talk about what I thought. That was probably the best experience I've had on Indie Tuesday this season so far. Immediately, it had me sucked in with that exposition dump. It was beautifully hand-drawn. I loved it. I was sucked in, and you guys could tell I could barely keep up with reading everything because I wanted to keep going forward. I wanted to know what was going to happen, and I still want to know what's going to happen. And I loved that it was giving you tutorial prompts as you were about to do something for the first time, as opposed to just giving you just a text wall to read about everything right from the get-go. So I really, really enjoyed it. And if you guys enjoyed it, I highly recommend checking it out. I will post a link from Humble Bundle down below. If you guys would purchase it from there, that will help out not only Burning Yin Yang, but charities as well. And if you want to see more of this playthrough, let me know in the comments below. We can make an Axe Play series out of it. But that is going to do it for this week, you guys. Thank you for tuning in. And as always, I am Axel from Burning Yin Yang. Stay fired up.